They will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Ready! Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first look is incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so fourth from the bottom, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
18 Cardinal.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set. Ready. Get out.
After the turnover, here's Herbert to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 14, first down, Commanders.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. Shifts by him, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Bears 0.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Now a give right side. Holiday, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. For the Bears now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. That one behind his man, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
21. Go. Go.
Herbert on first down now. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Five nine. What is it?
And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, this will be incomplete.
The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Commanders 14, Bears nothing.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders 14, Bears nothing.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Get it!
The slot man in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Holiday. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Let's go. Check. Hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a give, right side. Tatum. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd down and 10.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Devon Hamilton. And they're going to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Take it at the 37. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a handoff up the middle. Holiday. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
This is taken around the 12. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Set.
2nd and 10. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Hold the trip right. Hold the trip right.
On first down, it's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And they're going to speed things up here. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Stokes. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, Tatum. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run on first down. Tatum. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Tatum. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, Tatum, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Play action. It's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stokes. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Next makes the score. Commanders 21. Bears nothing.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Intercepted by the Commanders. The Commanders take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far. And that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Here's a 2nd and 7. And my goodness, another interception.
Down the right sideline.
Pretty move.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
They're on 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Here we go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Brian Asamoah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now a give right side. Tatum. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Run. Baylor tight. Ready.
Herbert now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, ram. Ready.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Touchdown, Washington.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it is 42-0.
Commanders 42. Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fights loose.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Come on.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Holiday. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
2nd and 15.
Ready.
Back to throw here. And now here's another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
10, 380. You're out. Hey, Ray. Set.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. It's short. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Go. 21. Set.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards out.
And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Let's go now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Morgan. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Commanders take over first and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
A tackle made by Dorian Williams.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Commanders first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Gaines. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Aubrey now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Score, Commanders 56, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Shut up!
And they'll indeed take a knee.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert.